Hey guys, Crystal coming on. I had a few people ask for a tutorial for the pencil box that I made following this design of this pencil box that you can buy at the Dollar Tree. So we're going to get right into it. I don't want to waste time because I don't want to have to split this into two. And this is the one that I created. So we're going to get busy. All right. So to make the wrap, you're going to need a piece of decorative paper that is 9.5 by 12. You're going to need chipboard. I've already attached mine to the back. So you're going to need 3 pieces that measure 1 by 7.5 and 2 pieces that measure 3 by 7.5. You're going to need a liner piece that measures 8 3/4 by 7. And for the box insert, you're going to need a piece of heavyweight cardstock that measures 5 7/8 by 12. I'll go through the scoring with you, but if you want to take a screenshot, there are the measurements you're going to need to score. And the finished box will measure 3 by 7.5. All right, so what I did was I took my 9.5, my 9.5 by 12-inch paper, and be mindful of your direction of your pattern because you want it, it's going to be up and down like that, okay? So you just lay it down, and on the long side, I took my little 1-inch strip here that I always use as a guide, and I just draw a pencil line so that I can get it all straight. All right, and then you just start with a 1-inch piece, and you lay it down, then you lay a 3-inch piece, then a 1-inch, 3-inch, 1-inch. So that's how you lay it out. I've already attached mine, just like this. So we're going to go ahead and fold it. I knew that doing it on this table was going to cause it to jump. All right. You guys know how to wrap chipboard. This ain't nothing new. In fact, I'm going to cut a little bit off of this end because it's too long. So, probably could have got away with 11.5, but I didn't want to have to cut it again. No big deal. All right, so then I'm going to take my 1-inch tape and go along the whole end, just like that. Do it on both ends. All right. And before I even do that, I'm going to go ahead and miter my corners. You know how to miter. Just leave about 1/8 of an inch at the edge of the chipboard. Go ahead and do that on every corner. And I'm going to pause the video while I go ahead and adhere this down, and then I'm going to lay my liner piece down, which is this piece right here. I've already got my tape on the back. Y'all don't have to watch me do that. I'm going to wrap the chipboard, and then I'm going to lay down my liner piece, and then I'll come back. So I'm going to pause. Okay guys, I'm back. I have wrapped my cover, and I have put my liner down. You guys know how to do that already. So all you want to do is fold on all your score lines, and when you do, you will be able to create your box just like this. And we're going to put glue on this end flap here, and then I'm going to wrap it with a rubber band to hold it in place. You want to give it, don't put so much that it seeps out. You don't want glue on the inside. It'll prevent your box from being able to slide in and out good. So hold that down, bring it around, and just bring it down. Make sure it's even. You may have to do this number every now and then. Just twist it around and make sure that it's all straight and flush. It's kind of hard to press down right here in the middle because it's so long, but you can do it. You can do it. And now I'm going to get a looking at me. I said Band-Aid. What am I doing? It's a rubber band. Let's put a rubber band around it so that it'll hold and dry and set up while we work on the box. So just set that to the side. Pinch it really tight at the ends first. All right, we're going to set that to the side to dry. Okay, now take your 5 7/8 by 12-inch piece. This is going to be our box. Now this is where you need to score. You need to score at 1/2 inch all the way down, 1.5 inches. Then flip it to the other side, still on the 5 7/8 inch side, and do that again. I do it like that just so that it's even, 1/2 inch and 1.5. Now turn it to the 12-inch side, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1.5, and then at 9, and then at 10. All right, that's all the scoring we need to do. So I'm going to move my scoreboard, and we'll assemble this box real quick. Ooh. First, we're going to do some cutting. You'll notice that this end has a 2-inch area here, and this one has 2 scored areas. The end that has the 2-inch is going to be your flap. So I want you to turn it. Let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to remove the outer 3 squares or rectangles, whatever. So the way I do it is that I start in the very center and I try to cut away the score line. Don't always succeed, but I try, and go all the way up to the 2nd score line, just like that. Up to the 2nd score line. Then you can go ahead and cut this away, and then I'm going to kind of angle in right here to the score line and cut up straight on this area here. I don't know why, but I am shaking. And then miter. I think because I'm trying to race to get this done, because I know every time I seem to do a tutorial, it runs over, cuts off during the tutorial, and I have to end up doing 2 videos, which is ridiculous. There's no need for it to take this long. And the only reason I have this little 1/2 inch section all the way around is just to create a little lip. You know what I'm saying? A little fold over flap so that it makes it just a tiny bit more sturdy. That's all. All right, and then on the opposite end, we're going to remove the outer 3 corners. Do just like, well, I'm on my other end there. Just like we did on the other end, except we're going to have a smaller area. And then cut that off. Cut straight down. Angle in. Angle. Cut this straight up. And I think I left the, there we go. Pull that off. All right, this is what you should have. You should have a 1.5 inch section on this end, a 1 inch and a 2 inch section on this end. Before we even fold the box, let me show you what you need to do. On this 2 inch section, get your ruler out. On the right hand side, measure down 1/2 inch to right here and just make a little mark. Then you are going to draw a line from this mark to this corner. So come in here and get down to that corner, draw a line, and you're going to go to your cutter, or you can use scissors. I don't trust my cutting skills, so I'm going to take this to my trimmer and cut that off. I'll be right back. So bear with me, I'll be right back. All right, now you should have this nice angle cut here, and I'm going to put that angle into my little angle punch here, And just round that off a little bit. And if it comes out looking wonky like that, you can just use your scissors and fix it yourself. And I'll do that better off camera. Anyway, and you can round this little section right here as well. Not perfect, but for video purposes, I'll clean that up later. All right, now all you need to do is fold all of your scores. And we're going to assemble this box. And I'm going to be using Velcro because, like I said, the snap, I don't know if the snap thing would work on the, I wouldn't have time to do it on camera anyway, even if I could get it to work coming in this way instead of this way. I don't know. Well, no, it wouldn't work on chipboard anyway. So, anyway, all right, let's assemble the box. So, just go ahead and put glue on your tiny little tabs at the end. Line them up straight, bring them in, hold in place for just a second till it catches. Same on the other side, line it up straight, hold it in place until it catches. Okay, I'm going to go down to the other end, do the same thing, get it lined up before I turn my flaps down. Now you will not be gluing the little 2-inch flap that we put the diagonal on. You don't glue that down. That's what's going to attach to the top of the wrap that we made. So, alright, now I'm going to go in with my bone folder and press that down on both ends. Alright, now just take all of your flaps, fold them out a little bit so you can get to them to put your glue on there. Put your glue on and press it in. I'm sorry if I'm shaking the camera, I don't mean to, but I am on a time crunch here. I'm trying to get this done. Then I'm putting glue on the long flap. Turn that down. Use your bone folder and get it nice and stuck. It just helps to reinforce it a little bit more because the box would tend to be too flimsy if you don't put a flap on it. But I couldn't put a 1-inch flap because I didn't have enough paper. You know what I'm saying? It would have had to have been a bigger piece than a 12-inch piece of paper. So that's just how I compensated for it. Give it a little 1/2-inch flap here. It works for me. And besides, your box is actually the sturdy part, the wrap. So it's still going to work out just fine. All right, and there is our box. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to be using miniature Velcro dots. See? So I'm going to take this end, the sticky end, and go ahead and place it where I want it. Just like that. And then I'm going to put the fuzzy end and attach it to that and just let it be for a minute. Now we have our wrap, which should be dry enough, but I'm going to still leave the rubber band on it for a few minutes. And then I'm going to insert and hope that this fits. And it does. Push it down to where it is level. Then fold your flap over, press down the Velcro, and you can put a little decorative, like you can snap the little prong off of the end of a snap and hot glue a snap button here. I'm not going to do that on this one. I'm going to cut me out a little ghost or something and just put a little decorative thing there, but it works. And then you just pull your box out from there. Okay guys, I hope you like this, and I hope you make one. They're really, really fun to make. And I would suggest though, when you make your box here, use heavyweight cardstock, guys. It just turns out to make a better product. Anyway, I think it's super cute, and I hope you like it. And we'll talk later. Bye.